In this walkthrough, I'm going to show how quick and easy it is to create a new dedicated cloud-hosted archiving instance for a Microsoft 365 customer, complete with user, group, folder synchronization and full email journaling using MailStore Cloud. The only things we need to know are the login details for an admin account on the 365 tenant. So within the MailStore Cloud Management Portal, enter a new customer's name to add them. When you've created the customer, you can select that customer and add an instance for them. The instance has a number of users assigned, so enter it at the top here. This can be changed at a later date, and you need to add your own contact information. Once you've agreed to the documentation, you can click on the button to create as a new trial. Notice the instance will be given a unique name. At this point, you'll get an email notification when the instance has been created. You can refresh the page and continue. Here we can see the details for the instance. So we need to copy the admin address and click on the console link. Paste that address in here. And then if we go back to the instance, we can copy the password and paste that in again. Now the first time you log in, you'll be requested to change the password and then log in with the new changed password. So now we're in the actual dashboard and we can run the setup wizard. So we need to connect as our Microsoft tenant admin. These are the permissions that it's going to set. Once logged in, we can close this window to acknowledge that we're connected. So we've actually created a connection. Now we need to just double check the settings for the users that we're going to synchronize. And we can select a group to synchronize from. If we continue through the wizard just to check everything's correct. So the wizard's nearly finished. We just need to copy the journaling endpoint address and open up the Pure View link. And we can create a journaling rule here by pasting that link in, choosing that we're going to journal for all email addresses. Click Submit. Now the journaling rule has been created, we can go back to the cloud instance, and then if we click on the dashboard link, we can now check all of the settings that it's created. So you see now that the directory services have created the users, the groups and the domains. We will need to edit the MailStore users group that we added. If we click on the wrench icon, we need to give this group reader access so all the users of it can access the web interface. The directory services settings are stored here. And then under the archive mailboxes, it's created a new mailbox for each user. The archive profile is what actually goes and archives messages from users' mailboxes. The actual folder structure of those mailboxes is taken care of with a separate folder synchronization profile. The journaling comes into the endpoints. You can always check that address under journaling endpoints. And then everything in MailStore Cloud is run under schedules. So here you'll see that the archiving schedule should be set to run in a few minutes time. That's run once, and the folder synchronization schedule runs once a day. If you want to keep a track on what's being monitored, click on the process log. So that concludes the setup process. Apart from the wait for around 10 minutes for the instance to be created, the actual work required by me only took about 3 minutes.